What's up, Reapers? Welcome back to the crypt. Can't sleep. Um, and I figured I would show more tunes I've been jamming. I've been jamming a whole bunch of brutal death metal, and there are two albums I've listened to that I do not own yet. Um, that I want to get into. Um, no, no, there are two. The other one is more of a band, um, that being Volvadinia. If you're wondering what I'm drinking, Coke Zero. I've been slowly getting used to zero sugar pop. It's not the best, but um, yeah. So that said, the albums I do not own that I've been jamming a fuck ton of are Devourment's Butcher the Week. Both versions. I like the blue one because it's much more raw sounding, but the yellow one is what I started out with when I first heard about them. And Aborted's Gormageddon, the Song the Carnage Done, and Sea of Cartilage have been on repeat for days. Most of this is brutal death metal grindcore. Yeah. It said first up, Dying Fetus, Killing on Adrenaline. This is growing on me. It's not my favorite overall album from them, but of the more brutal death metal stuff that they have in terms of full lengths, this is my favorite album of that style. Especially the song Fornication Terrorists. That's my favorite song off this album. There you go. It does not, this version of the logo, the one that's actually covered up, is, my favorite, version of their logo. I just like the more brutal looking logo. Even though it's not on my favorite album, which is, why am I blinking on the name of it? Descendant to Depravity. Next up, this band is slowly becoming one of my favorites, but I think I need to spend more time with their other work. Deeds of Flesh, Nucleus. It's not a bad album. I do prefer. I do like Portals to Canaan a lot. This is not my favorite album. I don't know what my favorite album is yet, just because I need more time to spend with not only this album, but their others, because this is the only Deeds of Flesh I own. Next up, these next two are from the same band. I think I probably showed these in my last video that I did of this. Cannibal Corpse, Tomb of Mutilated, new logo, fucking do. Everyone knows this album for Hammer Smash Face, Icon Blood. But Addicted to Vaginal Skin, Split Wide Open, Intros Ripped from a Virgin's Cunt. My favorite has to be Necropedophile or Pedophile. Yeah. Re-listening to that song was like, oh wow. This was my introduction to the band and really set the bar for like death metal and brutal death metal for me in a way. Oh wait, I missed one album. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. Next up is a classic, and I'm pretty sure this is a Russian bootleg because this was not. I know it took forever to come over, and it was also literally it came over from Russia. Butchered at Birth. I know that's, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's a bootleg. Meat Hook Sodomy, Living Dissection, Vomit the Soul, Rancid Amputation. My favorite has to be Under the Rotted Flesh, but Meat Hook Sodomy and Rancid Amputation are also some of my favorite tracks. Next up, I've been listening to this for like the last couple hours. Lamb of God, Omens. I know a lot of people didn't like this one. It's grown on me. Vanishing, To the Grave, Ditch is a highlight. I think my favorite, one of my favorite Lamb of God songs is Denial Mechanism. Ill Designs, Gamora is pretty cool. Not my favorite from them, but it is a really good album, and I think to me it's kind of cool that it's much more pissed off. Next up is a classic album in Gore Grind and Death Grind, which I've been listening to a lot of Cattle Decapitation because I actually see them tomorrow, technically today, but I'm not going to say today because it's the night. This is Carcass with Symphonies of Sickness. My favorite Carcass album, easily. I do prefer their older stuff. I've also been listening to Necroticism or Necrotism, however you say it. And while it's good, this is my favorite. It also has my favorite song, which is kind of hard to read. It's Ruptured in Putulence. It's the fourth song on here. Exhume to Consume is also good. Regurgitation of Giblets, Maggot Colony. But yeah, that fourth track on here, easily my favorite Carcass song. Next up, we have a album or EP I just got, and I showed it to you guys. Demon King, Visania. My God, what fucking album or EP? This is blackened technical death metal, and it works so goddamn well. And it's 27 minutes long, and it to me, it's super fucking good. I had it going on at work, and I couldn't get enough of it. I mean, it's still getting fucking playtime. Another one from this year, I got the shirt, the Metalhead box. I finally got my hands on this. I've been waiting to get this, and I'm so happy it came. Another one I showed, Angerot with the Profound Recreant. Um, this was actually my introduction, and I messaged the band. They saw my post on Instagram, and I said, "Awesome album, great introduction for me." And I think it was Jason said, "Thanks for the support. Definitely check out our other stuff." I'm like, absolutely will. So, next up is a deathcore classic. This was one of the first deathcore albums I ever heard. I've been listening to this along with some of the early Whitechapel stuff. I didn't include any of that just because I didn't want to. I didn't want to take too much time. Um, Suicide Silence, The Cleansing. Um, and my copy actually has a um bonus track, which is a dead current and some a CD enhancement with 6 live clips. Um, Destruction of a Statue, which I know is a hidden track, is still really good. Unanswered, obviously, that's classic. Another, No Pity for a Coward, also both staples at their show. Hands of a Killer, Bludgeoned to Death in a Photograph, Ice and Jet, Green Monster, The Disease, just every fucking song, man. Price of Beauty. Um, I do like The Fallen, but not just a whole lot. Next up is another more slim and brutal deathcore uh, album, kind of classic, if you want to call it that. I know this is a very debatable band, what genre they are, at least for this album. Ingested, Surpassing the Boundaries of Human Suffering. This is the 10th anniversary edition with Erotic Depravity as a bonus track, which I think is pretty cool. Um, I think it's Cremated Existence and Stillborn are definitely highlights from here. Obviously, you got classics like Skinned and Fucked, Anal Evisceration, but no, Stillborn and Cremated Existence. My God, those songs are cool. I don't like that there's no booklet, but wherever. I kind of stopped using. Next up are two more death metal classics. Um, from one of my favorite bands. Um, this album used to be my favorite, but I'm not sure if it is now. Um, it's still a favorite album. Um, Regardless. Suffocation, Pierce from Within. Thrones of Blood, Depths of Depravity, Torn into Enthrallment, Pierce from Within. I mean, Thrones of Blood, everyone fucking knows that song. It's a fucking hit. And then Suffocation, Effigy of the Forgotten, uh, Liege of Inveracity is probably one of my favorite songs from them now. Seeds of the Suffering, Infecting the Crypts. But yeah, Liege is definitely one of my favorite songs from Suffocation. I don't know if it's my favorite song, but it's definitely like a top 5 song. I'll say I'm trying to slow down on these because not only do I have a lot, I also don't want to just run out of ideas, and also I don't want to just make this channel, oh, this is what I've been listening to. Oh, here's like 10 albums, and I've already shown like 5 of these. I know I've been doing that a lot recently. Sorry about that. I don't know when all my mail is getting here. I know unboxing yesterday was super short. I tried making it as long as possible, but um, I'm probably gonna wait a bit and then do a collection update. Um, Unless I get like a bunch of mail at once, because I do know I'm gonna be getting quite a bit. I do have a review planned for something that I did order. Um, so yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And as always, keep it grim.